Welcome back to Social Genius, episode 65. I'm missing my co-host. He'll be here shortly. He's fashionably late all the time. But you might notice if you're watching this, we have a guest with us, which is why I'm getting started without him, because frankly, I just want to take advantage of the one-on-one time I have with her because she is a badass as it relates to social media. She's got an interesting story that we're going to share with all of you. She comes from Ukraine, moved to Mexico probably 10-ish years ago, if I'm not mistaken correctly, and has become a excellent content creator, somebody who's doing some magnificent things to the tune of 800 plus thousand followers on YouTube. And we're excited to interview her and have her share her story. So welcome to the show, Iryna Fedchenko. Did I get it good enough?
Yes. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. I'm very excited. I heard the previous episode that you did, that you got my email about getting on your podcast. It was also interesting episode.
Good. Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here. And as you know, a little bit about Drunk on Social, this group, we design it to help elevate and teach and share with really all industries. Now, most of our audience is real estate related, just because of our backgrounds. But it's social media is becoming a daily presence in all of our lives, and to us, it is the future of all industries, because if you really study what's coming in our world, the technologies that are coming are designed to replace humans. And the only way that you can combat that, you combat robots, is authenticity and being real and connecting with audiences, because you can't do it like you used to, right? And so that's what we're about. And obviously, you've done a magnificent job of that. So let's start with this. Tell us a little bit about your story. I kind of touched on it, but tell us about, obviously, you're from Ukraine. What led you to Mexico? And now I think today, do you live in the States?
Yes, right now I'm in LA. California. I moved to Mexico, yes, like nine years ago, actually. And I built my career, everything changed. So I started, in Ukraine, I started civil engineering, and then my life got like switched completely. I met my boyfriend, and I moved to Mexico. He's Mexican, now my husband. And I have built their career in the television. I have been a TV host, and then I started on social media because I understood that it will give me opportunity, and this is something that nobody will take from me, never. Because it's staying with me. Jobs can change, like television, this industry always changing. They need new people, but your social media always will give you opportunity, and that's how I started my YouTube channel 6 years ago. And I'm in the lifestyle/travel niche. I have a lot of different type of content, and through all these years, I studied so much social media platforms, and I understood there are some patterns that we need to follow, and it's not only attached to our niche or specific topic, but to the person and personality. That's how I look on social media right now.
I love it. And I want to shift because Tristan joined us. So Tristan, I'm going to bring you in here real quick and ask you a question, because we were talking off air before we started how to pronounce her name. So how would you pronounce her first name?
Iryna, but that's my guess.
Well, I said Iryna, which is very Americanized version of it. And I know that's not accurate, but that's, I think, more of our audience can resonate with the way I pronounce it. But yeah, you speak Spanish fluently, so I figured you would have a better shot at it.
Well, how do you pronounce
Well, it's Ukrainian, of course, but
The name is Ukrainian, so
yeah. How would you pronounce it?
Iryna. Iryna is okay. Irene in Espanol.
Irene. Oh, Irene. Yeah, that's an Espanol. Irene.
Two totally different sounding names there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love it. So we were talking about how obviously she's telling her story, and the reason I keep going back to Spanish, because again, I know you're Ukrainian, and that is a very interesting topic to discuss. But if someone goes to your channel, which is her name, so if you're looking this up, if you want to go follow along, it's spelled Iryna. So again, I pronounce that Iryna. Fedchenko, Fedchenko. and then you can go follow along. However, if you don't speak Spanish, you're going to find that about 95% of her videos are in Spanish. So talk to us about kind of how that happened. So first of all, you got into TV. How did that happen? Number one. And then number two, how did that shift happen into social media? And I assume, is this now your career?
Yes. So I started on TV because I wanted to become a TV host, and I wanted to do it in Spanish. So I started like a model. But I understand that I want to speak on camera, and I wanted to practice. So that's why I opened my YouTube channel, because it just was like my practicing classes, practicing speaking on camera, and also my Spanish, because I started to learn Spanish in 2013 when I actually moved to Mexico. And I have built, I worked on TV like 3 years, I think. I was in sports mostly. And that time we had a FIFA Soccer World Cup in 2018, and I have done some content for them, for Mexican broadcast companies. And I like that very much. I understood that social media is better for me personally. That's why my career right now is basically attached to social media as an influencer and also as a social media strategist.
I have a question. Did you learn Spanish first or English?
Oh, it's a good question. By the way, I think a lot of people, for them, it's more difficult to pronounce your surname. Yes, Ahumada.
Sí, Ahumada.
How would it be in English? Like, how they pronounce it?
Ahumada.
They pronounce it Ahumada, Ahumadada, Ahamahumahuma.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. I get that all the time.
My name is also difficult. Well, of course, they change it a lot of times. In Ukraine, I was very bad with languages. I was in math. I studied civil engineering, and I was like very, very bad with languages. And then I moved to I spoke some basic English, because we spoke with my boyfriend. So that's why we spoke English. But then when I moved, I was very like, I want to learn Spanish. In Mexico, everybody speaks Spanish. It's so important. And I was focused, like really, really focused for 3 years learning Spanish. And then I also studied the university there, and it helped a lot. And I had an accent coach. So that's why Spanish is like my third language, I would say, and the weakest one is actually English. So, and I think my English improved because of Spanish.
English improved because of Spanish. So you had English first, minimally, then you started learning Spanish, and as you were learning Spanish, it made learning English easier or better.
Yes, because actually in Mexico, English is more in the daily use, I would say, because we are close with the US. No, in Ukraine, every movies are dubbed, and in Mexico, we watched movies in the movies in the cinema. They are not dubbed; they are subtitled. So it's easier to understand English language. Mm-hmm.
So, question about social media. With you, what would you say you started doing consistently that got you comfortable with social media so that you show up more often?
Oh, I struggled a lot with the procrastination and the lack of confidence. Oh, I remember, like, I need to post a video Thursday, and Wednesday I was just thinking about the idea of the video. So I understood, like, nobody will do it for me, and I need to show up. Like, every week I need to upload the video. First year it was like I just uploaded some videos like every 2 months, and actually the first video went viral, I would say, in that time, because I had some Instagram audience, and I understood. Right now I understand how it works, the trends and all of that. So it went viral, but then I didn't know what to do. And then for several years, I struggled, like, what is the what is this pattern, what my audience wants to hear from me, what they want to watch from me. And I started to came up with ideas, with trends, with some tags, you know, and YouTube, like tag of songs, or a tag of, it was popular, I think, several years ago. Right now, not so much. And I started to try everything till I came up like with my strategy and the content that I know that my audience like. And it's several type of contents. Mm-hmm.
Nice. So you had to test this out a lot. You're like, let's test this out. Let's test this out. Interesting. I like, and where do you gravitate to the most right now? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, where do you go?
Well, YouTube and Instagram primarily. I like TikTok. I started on TikTok in 2020, but what happened to me lately, I am like burnout. That's why I'm coaching people. I work with other people because I have done my channels like for so long time, and I already know what is working there, and I like a challenge. So that's why I also miss this one-on-one connection. That's why I like to work with other people, with brands, with individuals that want to work on social media, grow on social media. And that's why TikTok is on pause right now. I don't upload so much. In January, I had some fun there. I came up with new ideas, but I know what is working on TikTok. It's the same topic that on YouTube, like Ukrainian in Mexico, some entertainment content. I know what will gonna work for me there, but I just don't, like I already did that on Instagram, on Facebook, and right now on TikTok the same. Like I don't feel like I want to do it. Maybe I will build another TikTok or another channel about something else later. But right now I do mostly Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook is like repurposing, and TikTok is on pause.
You've got a lot of you got a big following on Instagram as well. I mean, not as big, but still 172,000. That's a lot that's a big following on Instagram.
Yes, it's quite a lot. I was Instagram, you know, this hate-love relationship, because it's not so. I like YouTube more because the algorithm works very well. They can search you, they can find you. Instagram is cool, especially I think for working with brands. Instagram can be easier because it's like a magazine, and the content is not so complicated to produce. If you were comparing with YouTube, and if you need to do like 1 minute video ad for your channel, there are a lot of revisions with brands. So Instagram, it can be easier, but I don't get so much satisfaction when I work in Instagram with Instagram content than I do with YouTube. And the analytics, of course, YouTube is very advanced in that.
That's very true. I'm looking at your YouTube, almost 1 million followers. Right, that's pretty awesome, right? 870,000 or so.
Thanks. Not million, but I won this golden plate. Yes.
800,000. That's a lot of followers.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yes,
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I think you're doing a good job there, and I love your content. So that's what was confusing, by the way, when Jeff sent me your name. I looked it up, and he's like, she's Ukrainian. And I'm like, okay. So I jump into the YouTube, and I'm like, wait a second. I thought he said she was Ukrainian. So I was confused, just so you know, but it was great content.
Well, and you know what I noticed? Your accent sounds Hispanic.
Yep, it does. Her English accent sounds like she's Latina. Yeah.
Yes, it's actually true. A lot of people say this. It's not anymore Ukrainian accent.
Oh yeah,
not so much.
Funny.
So
yes, I work with my Spanish accent, so that's why maybe.
That's why, yeah. So when you got into content creation, my assumption is that you probably didn't lean as much into Ukrainian content as you are today.
Not. No, I have a channel that I started like several years ago, maybe 3 years ago, that was in Russian. I uploaded some videos. I had a collaboration with a big Ukrainian singer. She wanted to reach Hispanic audience, and I was just let's do something in Russian, and we made several videos. But I actually, YouTube is a lot of work, so I didn't put work, and I actually didn't feel like I want to be on that market. It's like completely changing. I was more like going to the English speakers.
What are you working on now that's exciting you? That's because it's easy to get burned out sometimes when you're just showing up. It's like now you feel like it's a job, like I have to do it, right? What are you working on now that's exciting you to bring that back?
Okay, so my personal social media, YouTube, Instagram, they are like in the stage of maintenance, I would say. So I upload like one video a month just to have it. And maybe I will get inspiration later. And actually like September, November, October, these months are very good for growth. Maybe I will take over again in these months, because for me personally, they are very good for growth and for monetizations. But right now, what I'm in the stage of working with brands for long term, maybe more than 3 months, because my specialty is organic growth on social media. So I am social media strategist and coach, and that's what I want to do. That's what I like. I don't have a like specific project that I work on right now. I have some clients that I coach, and we do some cool stuff and we see some results. But I actually want to find somebody that I can work like in the monthly basis for some time, at least 6 months.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it a lot. So what are you seeing the opportunities are for people that are using social media for business or just for awareness? What are the opportunities? Where should people be going to?
Okay, it's a good question. It depends on the goals. If we want sales, maybe YouTube is better. In the long term, of course, because they are like you can find a video on Google and everything is great. For quick results, I would jump on TikTok. I like TikTok and the algorithm. I heard what you spoke in the last episode about all of your strategies. It was very interesting. I like that TikTok you can test quickly ideas because it's quick content. You test and maybe then later you can launch a YouTube channel. That's how I see it. Like combine maybe TikTok with Instagram and then jump on YouTube when you confirm what is your audience, what they want, what are their problems, desires, and you can create a lot the evergreen content on YouTube.
All right, I like that.
What would your advice be? So you are not in our industry, and so our industry is massively diluted. Everybody's doing the same crap. And I use that word very literally. So if you just said like you need to define your audience. Well, for a real estate agent, we all have the same audience. It's buyers and sellers, right? And so what would your advice be to a real estate agent, knowing that our industry has diluted social media with listing videos and buyer photos, and here's my awards and here's market data? What would be your advice to an agent if we came to you and said, I want to differentiate, I need to define my audience, what should I do?
Okay, very good question. How we differentiate? So in this industry, I would say, first of all, like what kind of real estate? Maybe luxury real estate for sale, for rent, we can specify this. Another way to be different is to find an approaching, like, or maybe the target audience. If we are targeting young people or maybe more mature families or single people, maybe we can do with that. Maybe we can like different approaching, how to see real estate in the specific way, because every different and every real estate agent is different. Yeah. So maybe we can find something. Some of them will be more like inspiration. Well, I like everything. I like to connect content, education or information to some emotion. So it can be inspiration, it can be motivation, like buy the house for your family is like very inspiring, yes. or maybe funny, like some comedy content, entertainment content. I saw a lawyer on TikTok that is huge. I don't remember. I saw it a long time ago. And it's different kind of approaching audience on social media when it's fun and it's related to something, I don't know, divorce. So they speak all about this topics, interesting topics about divorce and couples and all of that, and making fun content. So it's a way to approach the audience and what audience you want to approach. It depends on the person, because we need to attach the approaching to the personality of a real estate agent.
That's very true. Very true. I like that. I like that a lot. So when you're coaching someone, what are you coaching them about?
I ask questions. So first one is goals. What are your goals? Because some people are very confused. Like, I want likes, I want followers, I want YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, everything. And Twitter, there is also Twitter. We set goals. We came up with type of the platform, what are the primary platform and secondary platforms. And then we came up with the content strategy. The content goes after we define everything. So we define the brand. And of course, it's a lot of questions. Some questions when it comes to consulting or consulting, some mix of coaching and consulting, there are a lot of questions I need to ask, because it's always depend on the person that is going to be on camera, on social media, going to show up, like what they want, what they feel like it, like what they like to be on social media, or how they like to be represented on social media. So we defined this, and then we came up with the content strategy, because there are some people like, I want to do the shot of me walking on the street on Beverly Hills. Like, first of all, why? Why we want to do this? Like, maybe it's a cool idea, but what is the goal of it? And there are a lot of other stuff we need to define before planning the shots or B-rolls.
Got it. I like that. I think that the first question, and Jeff, this is a good question. I think what's our ultimate outcome? What do we want from this, right? I think that's the key. And then who our audience is. Who is your audience, right?
Yeah. I have a comment about real estate. Another thing, I would first build awareness on real estate, because if you launch paid ads, of course, you can directly reach people that are looking for a house or apartment right now. Like, you will reach them, because it's like how paid advertising is working. You can reach them quickly. But if you want to build an organic growth, it's mostly awareness, in my opinion, personally. And then when your followers, they will connect to you, and everybody that living in the cities or even in the villages, they need a real estate agent in some point of their lives. Yeah. So when they will need you, they will I know this guy on TikTok, and the name is like that. They will look for him, and they will ask for the consultation, or depends on the funnel, what is the sales point. So first awareness, and then they are already having you as a business, like as a point of a topic, or how, I don't remember how this is called, unique, no, not unique. They have in their mind your business already.
Yeah, the value that you continually bring. You know what? Jeff actually says that. He says, hey, build your audience first, right? Connect with them, and then you'll be top of mind. I like that. I agree with you.
Top of mind, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so
especially for this industry, because it's not a makeup that you just saw it, you buy it. It's real estate. You need to think about it. You need to be in the perfect stage of your life. You need to have the payment and all of that. It's maybe some time for that.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about if you have a if let's just say it was Tristan or myself, and we were coming to you and we worked through it. Let's use us as an example. So we're trying to grow, obviously, our influence as, social media coaches, strategists, that sort of thing, right? Similar, I guess, to what you're doing, but probably not exactly. And we're wanting to grow that business. And knowing that we have no aversion to video, and we're totally open to doing as much video as possible and posting as often as possible, where would you tell us to lean into? What would be the advice that you would give to us?
Well, of course, first goals, we build awareness. Yes, we will build the audience. If you want to do it together, it's actually cool, because I like, you have social media that it's your business, Drunk on Social, you're together. And I like the dynamic with the two people. There are a lot of things you can do if there are two or more people. It's maybe sometimes more complicated because of the schedules, but it's in the terms of content, it's easier because you can come up with creative ideas. So I think I will do TikTok with YouTube mixed, and we will come up with main core ideas that we want to explore, maybe specific problems that we want to explode on social media that we know maybe it will get more engagement on about this topic. And then we will try, there are a lot of type of reels or a lot of type of TikToks that person can create, and it's trying what is working, what is not working, and then we will see. And I would track first of all on engagement, shares, saves, and comments.
Specifically on which platform? TikTok?
TikTok, especially TikTok and Instagram with reels, because it's important that people shares your content. If it's relevant for them, they share it to their friend, that they tag the friend, and they working free for you. They are your almost your they helping you to grow because they are sharing your content. Yes.
Yeah, fair mothers.
That's very true. Do you have a podcast too, or no?
No, I don't have podcast. I was thinking about this, but I don't want to do anymore. In my stage of life, I already have my own YouTube, my own Instagram. I don't I want to work with other people, so that's why I don't know about what to speak on my social, on my podcast. I don't know if I want to do it long term, because if I'm doing something, I want to do it long term, and I don't know if right now I will be very serious about doing podcast weekly or 2 times a week. I don't know.
I like that. I like that you're staying focused. What are you going to do anything a little differently on YouTube, or are you going to go deeper on YouTube? Because I see that's your biggest following by far, right? Have you started adding YouTube shorts or no?
I have uploaded YouTube shorts. The last one, I think maybe this year or last year. I started to upload in 2020 when it was a thing. They came up. 2021. I have in one of them. I have more than 1 million followers. Views. Yeah. It's funny how does it work. I'm not so fan of YouTube Shorts still. I don't understand how it can fit my strategy personally, because I already have people that watch me my long videos. What would I make them watch my short videos? If short videos, they don't make so much money, I still don't know. Maybe for new channels, I would definitely try YouTube Shorts. Would definitely. I would do the same video. I will post it on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Reels. And I will try with all of that, and we'll see what platform is best with that type of content, and what content is working. Because I had videos that in TikTok perform well, and in Reels not so good, and YouTube very well. And I have TikToks that didn't go very well on TikTok, and then I repost them on Reels, and they're great, a lot of engagement. And the same with YouTube Shorts. Like in every platform, the same video can perform differently.
Yeah, 100%. When it comes to shorts, I think if you used it as a way to grab more people that didn't already know who you are, because I think people are they gravitate towards that short form content now. And even on YouTube, they're going to get a segment of a YouTube audience that only goes to shorts. And I think the whole idea for creators is they're going to grab somebody in their shorts who's then going to go down the Iryna rabbit hole and end up over on your channel. And all of a sudden now you went from 800,000 to 1 million. And when that happens, I want you to send me a personal thank you for this advice.
Thank you very much. I will try it. Actually, I know I think I will produce original YouTube short, because before I reused my TikToks on YouTube short, but I think what I will do is produce like original content. I will try with that. Good. And try like once a month YouTube short and once a month YouTube.
You've got YouTube you
video.
Already did YouTube
it's
shorts.
My channel. Yes, I have 4 months ago.
Yeah, they're doing great.
This video
30,000, right? They're good.
Thank you. Like this one is Quien Más Así 4 months ago with 55K. Mm-hmm. It went like it had more than 1,000 shares on TikTok. In TikTok, it went like crazy, and YouTube not so much. So it depends. Yes, I have several actually.
You've got a ton. I mean, look at this, 265,000 a year ago.
Yes, this one was funny.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is that you need? You're already doing it. You just need somebody to go in and dice it up and just post it for you, because you already have all the content.
Yes, but for new content, I need to produce it.
Yeah.
Because they notice when I repost something, they know like, I already seen it.
Yeah. Well, with 800,000 followers, you have some super hardcore followers that are looking for new stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. And if you noticed lately, like my latest content is all about the war awareness. Yeah. So it actually also like affected my channel. It's changed, and it was no strategy. I just was like speaking about it like wherever I can, using my platforms, especially the first months that it was like everybody was paying attention. And right now I think I will be mixing some like my normal content with my like awareness about war content. I will see what I will do. That's why also I'm like a little bit stuck. I don't know what to do, because I want to keep informing people about what is happening in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Do you think it's have a positive or a negative impact on your audience? As far as the Ukrainian content.
Yeah. Of course, it's about Ukraine, but because my channel is like Ukrainian in Mexico, I have a lot of videos from Ukraine, blogging Ukraine. In my audience, there are a lot of bots, propaganda and all of that on my channel. They are coming to comment some stuff that is not very good. So that's why it can be personally very overwhelming to receive a lot of hate. But there are also a lot of support, and I'm very grateful with my audience that they support me in this, even though the videos with the interviews with people that live the war themselves, they don't get so much impressions that we would wish, that I would wish. But anyway, I think it's like it's not the content itself. I don't know if affected good or bad way. The channel is just changed. I don't know.
Got it. Did you, when you were creating content, did you have a videographer? Did you do in your own editing? Like how did you execute?
I remember the last episode you said that you did everything yourself. Like right now, do you have support, because it's a lot of platforms?
Yeah. We do, but we still do a lot. We still do a lot of our own creation and a lot of our own raw editing. And honestly, though, we think that makes us better teachers and coaches when we are getting our hands dirty. And frankly, we're kind of freaks. We love it. So it makes it easier. It makes it easier to want to create when you enjoy creation, you know?
Exactly. I think that's what happened to me. Like from 2021 or 20, I got like a little bit tired of content creation. I edit my videos myself. I had editors. Some of my videos are made by editors. And when I started to take YouTube seriously in 2017, I hired an editor, but it was like correcting every step almost, because the view I have about it, it's like very specific. That's why the videos that goes well, mostly they are edited by me, not all of them, but most of them. So it's been a long time that I'll have an editor, like maybe for 1.5 years or 2 years. And yes, I know how to use, I know how to edit. I am not advanced, but I do my blogs and my even documentaries, like small documentaries that I made for YouTube myself.
Really? What is your equipment you're using?
I have Canon 50D.
So you're using like
Canon
a DSLR
50.
type camera. You're not using a cell phone.
No. I don't use a cell phone. Like I was thinking, maybe it's easier, but the quality is not the same, and my content already performs well. So it's better to have a good quality content. It's not that cell phone is bad, no, but when you're starting, I think cell phone is a very good choice. But I just got used to do it with cameras. So, and sometimes my husband helps me. So we have another type of cameras that I don't know what is the name, because he had his own equipment.
Got it. That's common for YouTube too. It's becoming more common to use a cell phone because of TikTok and Reels and whatnot, but it doesn't surprise me. I was just curious.
Yeah, for TikToks, of course, it's cell phone. YouTube Shorts is very easy to do. And this is the whole, like, the evolution of content, in my opinion. Like before, it's like you need a camera, the editor, all of that. TikTok, very editor inside of TikTok. Like, what is your excuses not doing content if everything is so easy nowadays?
Yeah.
Very true. That's a good point. I think it just comes down to excuses, and you bring it up. Sometimes you get burned out a little bit.
Yes, but it's been a long time for me. 6 years, the same topic. Like I already know what they like, so that's why I'm a little burnout. I don't know what else. And I will still do. You inspired me, guys, with the YouTube short idea. I will do it, definitely. And well, we will see. I will come back to you when I will get this golden plate.
Yeah, and we can do it all in Spanish, and Jeff can we'll give subtitles for Jeff. Okay.
I did study abroad in Costa Rica. That was 20 years ago plus. So.
Costa Rica, they speak English there, dude. Come on.
I had to live with a family that only spoke Spanish, so I had no choice but to be immersed. That was the whole idea.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
A month or two. It was in college.
That's not bad.
Yeah, actually, dude, that's more than 20 years ago. That's like 27 years ago. Shit,
dude. We have the same.
And Tristan, where are you from?
Mis papás son de México.
Mexico. Okay.
Y yo nací aquí en Los Ángeles.
And what part of Mexico?
Son de Nayarit, cerca de Puerto Vallarta.
Ay, cool, Nayarit. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So very close to Punta Mita. So very, very close.
Yeah, beautiful. Great.
How about you? Where do you currently live in Mexico? Or
well, I have lived in Mexico City for 7 years. Right now I'm in LA, also in Los Angeles.
You're in LA? We could have done this in LA.
Yes, I didn't know. Well, everything is spiritual right now. So.
I'm in Malibu, so.
I will go to Malibu this week to an event, Modern Day Wife. I don't remember how they call it. Like, I will find it. I don't remember.
All right. Well, when Jeff comes out, we've got to go to Malibu Farms. You can bring your husband. We can all go have lunch on the pier.
Great. Yeah.
Jeff comes out here probably like twice a year, Jeff, about?
Probably more than that, but yeah, I'll be out again in August. So
Yeah, so we'll let you know ahead of time.
Great. Vintage Grocers Malibu.
Oh, that's close. I know that. That's,
Yeah.
I know where that's at.
There will be an event there. I will be like an influencer co-host. Meet in Malibu
Ooh.
this 23 of June. So if anybody wants to join, they're very welcome. We'll be there
like
almost
that.
all day. Started at 2 or at 4.
I love that. All right. Let's stay in communication then. And how do you officially pronounce your first name?
in Ukrainian,
No.
Ukraine?
with the
No.
Ukrainian accent.
Well, in Ukrainian, we have this sound, which is I. So it will be Iryna. I know, we better don't start with that. But in Spanish, they call me Iryna.
Iryna.
Mhm.
Okay.
Irene in English.
I like
that
the
also.
tongue. I like the tongue. Iryna.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like anything like it, Jeff.
Iryna. I had struggles when I worked with my accent. Of course, it's not easy to change. So, like all the Eastern Europeans, they like to like this. But Spanish, it's not actually like that. It's a little bit different.
Really, they roll their R's. They roll their R's in Russian and Ukrainian.
It's like it's more soft in my opinion. It's resultat. In Spanish, is resultado. Like a slight difference, no?
Wow.
I like it.
Huh.
I like it. Well, Iryna, it was a pleasure. It was been awesome getting to know you, and we hope to definitely stay in touch and maybe even meet in person one of these days when we're all together.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Tristan.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being on.
Take care.
And thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yes.
Regards to all. Bye.